Hello and welcome to 3 Minutes on the Risk Management Cycle. My name's Michael. I'm one of the lead trainers at Vudo Solutions, delivering the 5-star rated risk management training course, which is available online via virtual classroom or in person. There are 4 key steps to the risk management cycle. The first is identifying your risks. There are a number of tools you can do to identify risks. 3 that we recommend are a SWOT analysis. This is useful for mainly your internal risks. It looks at strengths, things you're doing well, weaknesses, things you're not doing so very well, opportunities, things that you might want to do in the future, and threats, things that stop you developing and improving. To look at external risks, there's a tool called a PESTLE analysis. PESTLE stands for political, environmental, social, technological, legal, and economic factors that come from outside your organization that could influence it. And a third tool that people find helpful for identifying risks is a root cause analysis, looking at something that has gone wrong and working out why and how that happened and what the risks are around that happening again. The second part of the risk management cycle involves evaluating your risks. Risks are uncertain events. They're something that could happen in the future. Therefore, they have 2 key elements. The first is the likelihood, the chance of the risk occurring, and the second is the consequence, the impact on your organization if it did. To score a risk, we use a 5x5 matrix where we multiply the likelihood score and the consequence score to come up with an overall risk score. The method that we used, 5x5, leads to scores from 1 to 25. The higher the risk score, the worse the risk is, the more severe the risk is, and therefore it informs the next steps that you'll take to manage that risk. What's your risk approach? How are you going to manage your risks? There are 4 things you can do to manage risks typically. You can accept them, that is to say, take no action. You'll do that for your lower rated risks that you're comfortable with. They don't need any attention. Many, if not most of your risks will be mitigated, and that is where you take steps to either reduce the likelihood or the consequence of the risk, or both, to end up with a lower risk score, trying to get to that point where you can simply accept the risk. A third option is to share a risk, insurance. And the 4th thing you can do is simply avoid the risk. The risk is too great, there's nothing you can do about it, you're not comfortable taking the risk, you have to stop the activity that presents the risk in the first place. The 4th and final part of the risk management cycle is about assuring your risk management approach. Have you identified the right risks? Have you chosen the right action? Is that action working? Is your work to mitigate the risk actually reducing the risk? You want evidence that that's working or not, as the case may be. If it is, you're left with a residual risk. Perhaps some new risks have been identified. That takes you to the next iteration of the risk management cycle. If it isn't working, again, you go back into the cycle and you think about a new approach to that risk and what you can do to better manage it in the future. So that was a very quick introduction to the risk management cycle. All of the concepts that I've introduced in this video are explained in more detail on our website, and there are lots of resources on there too, such as templates and materials you can adapt, and keep coming back for more of these videos.